After I finish high school, so in the fall next year, I plan on going to A&M and studying biomedical science.
My plans after high school are to go to the Navy. My boot camp date is August 28th.
I'm going to University of North Texas and majoring in music education.
I'm going to Harding University to be a music education major.
I'm going to attend Texas A&M and major in marketing.
Plans after high school is to go to the Vet Tech Institute in Houston.
After high school, I plan on attending Tulsa Welding School, the Houston campus here on the northeast side.
Probably by the ocean.
In the mountains, definitely, because I don't like the sand, but my dad and I hike all the time.
I would rather live in the mountains because the ocean can kind of smell nasty. Also, I went to Arizona and it's really mountainous over there, and I thought it was pretty cool because there was still snow on the mountain in the summer, so that's pretty.
I don't know. That's really hard.
I'd rather live in the mountains because I do not like the sand at all.
Because I love both so much. I guess I would say the mountains because like the ocean is fun too, but in the mountains you can like hike and like there's lakes that you can also do like water sports. So.
Mountains for sure. I've never actually been to the mountains, but I don't know, it's just something that's always been like a fantasy of mine to have my own little house like up in the mountains and get to go skiing and fishing and hiking like whenever I want.
I would definitely want to live by the ocean because I love the beach and the ocean's my favorite place. My favorite Bible verse is definitely Psalms 96:2, which says, "Sing to the Lord, praise his name, proclaim his salvation day after day."
My favorite verse is probably Romans 8:18, and it says, "I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us." And I just think that's super cool because like no matter what God puts us through now, it amounts to nothing when we get to spend eternal life with him and the presence he gives us that we don't know yet in the present.
One of my favorite Bible verses is Proverbs 31:25, and because it talks about no fear of your future, and it pretty much, to me it means that God is planning out your future and just give it to him in his hands.
Isaiah 41:10, "Don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you up with my victorious right hand."
My favorite is Psalm 36:5, and it's "Your love, Lord, reaches to the heavens, your faithfulness to the skies," and I just really like that because it's like a good reminder of God's love for us.
Probably Philippians 4:13, because it just reminds me of like I can do anything as long as I have God.
My favorite Bible verse is Romans 8:18. The pain that you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that's coming. So that's like, it's just like a temporary moment in your life and it's just gonna get better from here.
Probably Bo, because he seems like he knows how to solve a lot of problems.
I would be stuck on an island with Ellie because she has the most positive attitude that I've ever seen, ever. Also, she can play her violin on the island and we can jam out together.
I would say Abby, just because we're really close and she's really smart, and I think we'd be able to really relax and just get super tan before we're rescued.
I would probably be stuck with Wyatt Cornell because he's very adventurous and cute, and he's just like me. We're the same person.
If I had to be stuck on a desert island with someone from church, I'd have to go with Andrew Mantooth. He's just one of my best friends, and we work well together, and I think we would be successful in getting ourselves out of there.
So if I had to be stuck on a desert island with anybody from church, I would prefer for it to be my grandma, because I think she's old enough so that she has a lot of wisdom on how to survive, and also because she's really cool and I have a lot to learn from her.
I'd say either little Nicky or Todd. I would pick like either one of them because Nicky, he can get some good laughs going. It'll help pass the time. But Todd, he's a good friend, and wouldn't want to piss up the time with that.
My favorite would probably be just being a newbie in Nicaragua last year, and it was so fun to meet everyone. And everyone was so welcoming and kind, and I felt so comfortable right off the bat, which was awesome. And I just felt like it was a really good fellowship, and I was excited for the rest of the week.
Probably my favorite experience with Cinco Youth has been the mission trips, Nicaragua in particular. It's been my favorite thing ever just to get to bond with those guys, especially in the room, and the games we play, the fun we have. It's been good.
The bear retreat, definitely. That was the most fun I've had. It was just all around a good time. There was never a moment when I was like, oh, this is kind of lame. It was just fun from beginning to end.
My favorite memories would be the retreats, especially Human Foosball. It was a lot of fun, and also free time. I got to get really close with people.
Camp Victory, whenever they shut off the lights and said there was no power to make the food, and Nick he made the joke and he said, "Tell me how the power's off, but it's still bright outside."
My favorite memory would definitely be last year in Nicaragua when we went to the Crater Lake. It was just such a carefree day, and it was with some of my favorite people, and it's something that I'll always remember.
Probably when we had that one lock-in where we stayed up the entire night and then played laser tag at 3 a.m. and I almost had a little meltdown while we were playing Murder in the Dark because I couldn't find anyone, and it was really scary.
Don't give up. Just spend as much time with them as you can, because you only have 18 years and they're going to be off on their own.
I would advise parents with young kids to find a really good balance between freedom and then structure and rules. And if they find that balance, then most everything else will work itself out. And I would also advise them to be who they want their kids to grow up to be, and also that a calm and collected temper will go a really long way.
First and foremost, get them involved. Cinco Youth has been my greatest strength in becoming who I am, and the things that it's taught me and the things that I've gotten to do. And you don't get to experience that unless you get involved.
Parents with young kids, first off, I would give them the advice of to spend as much time with their kids, because graduation comes super quick, and also to always have their kids involved with the youth, because it's very good to have.
I would definitely give them the advice to push their kids to grow their relationships early, and just get to know the kids that they'll be in the youth group with, because it's so much fun to get to look forward to seeing people each week, and I think it would make their experience a lot better. And then I think they should try to integrate themselves in the youth group well, and go to a lot of the events and stuff, because just the whole experience is something that you wouldn't want your kids to miss out on.
I would tell them to be supportive of them and open their eyes to God's word and encourage them throughout their journey in life.
It's all going to be okay. That's probably all I can think of. It's shown me that you can grow closer to God with your friends, and so that has prepared me to do that later in life.
It taught me how to be just to be an all-around better person. It taught me how to be more outgoing and friendly. It taught me some good morals and values.
So Cinco Ranch is one of the main reasons for why I am who I am today, and it's definitely taught me how to actively pursue Christ in my life, and all of the mission trips have taught me that that's probably something that I want to make a big part of my future, and it's just helped me grow up and be mature.
Cinco Youth has prepared me by giving me the opportunity to have new experiences, and like camp, for example. When we switched over to Camp Eagle, it gave me the opportunity, it immersed me in a new environment that those kinds of changes helped me to become the man that I am today.
Cinco has definitely prepared me for the next phase by helping me get out of my comfort zone and different things, and really making me more confident in my faith, and just meeting new people. And I feel the fellowship is so awesome, and I feel when I'm in college and looking for a church or a group, I'm definitely going to want to find one that resembles Cinco and is so welcoming and awesome.
It's shown me an importance of a community and a church home, and for people to come back to and for a family that I can always have.
Cinco Ranch has made me want to reach out to others more and share God's word to other people and be more helpful to other people and make other people happy.
I would definitely choose Lululemon because I'm obsessed with their overpriced clothing.
I would definitely be Taste of Texas because their steaks are perfect, but expensive, so 50% off would be nice.
If I could get a discount, I would definitely want to work like at a concert venue, like one of the people that scans your tickets or something, so that I could get super huge discounts on a lot of concerts.
Okay, I don't know how to answer this one.
Chili's. They have actually no, I changed my mind. BJ's, because they literally have every kind of food there pretty much. And I really love food. I get something different every time I go there, and I could go there 100 times and never have the same thing. And I respect that.
'Cause I like Eddie Bauer. I have too many like brands that I like, but it's not because I like the brand, it's because I like the quality.
Rudy's Barbecue. Well, my dad and I go there every Sunday.
Boot Barn, of course. Got to get all the good clothes there.
Well, I don't leave my house without my Yeti. Like right now, it's in my car. Perfect. So I think if I had to get a discount on anything, it would be Yeti products.
Family.
Home.
Probably say Strange's, just because of all the weird stuff that happens and all the different personalities.
Cinco Youth is genuine.
Undescribable.
I would describe Cinco Youth with one word as an encouraging because the youth is very encouraging and always welcoming.
This one was hard, but I would probably say uplifting just because they're so fun to be around and they just make you feel so good, and then they also lead you towards your relationship with God and just building it up.
I call my mom because my dad doesn't live here, so he would have to fly to get to me.
I'd call my dad first because I know either way I'm gonna get a lecture, so I might as well get that out of the way.
I would call my dad first because he always handles everything about cars, and I think he would know what to do.
Probably my dad.
My dad.
Because?
He'd get less mad.
I guess my mom, because I feel like she doesn't work and stuff, so she'd be able to help me and calm me down first and get there faster, I would say.
I would call my dad because my mom never answers her phone. I could be straight up dead on the side of the road and she'll never know because she never answers her phone. I'll call her 10 times and then she'll call me once and be like, why didn't you answer your phone? And I'll be like, I called you 20 times and you never answered your phone. So I would call my father.
I would want to thank Bart Pitcock for always being so ecstatic to see me and for always being a party everywhere he goes.
Probably a little Jonesy. I haven't met him yet, but I have a feeling that he's going to be a huge part of it. No, I'm kidding.
I'm probably going to put that in there.
If I had to thank one person from Cinco, it would probably be Todd Carpenter. He's just been a big role model, and he's helped me a lot with FFA, and we have similar life goals. We're going to own our own pig farm together. But yeah, I would thank Todd Carpenter.
I would thank Heather and Kyle Cornell because my senior year has been a struggle and they have been my support system and a safe place to go.
I would definitely thank Abby before anyone else because she is the reason that I'm here, and I'm so grateful that she introduced me to Cinco and gave me the life-changing opportunity to go to Nicaragua last year.
Can I say all of them?
Sure.
Okay, I would say thank you to everyone.
Probably Lewis because he's always so welcoming every time I see him.
Because they've all helped me be a part of their family, and I don't know what I'd do without them.
I'll probably tell it to the Pews, just thank them for coming here and giving up their life in Tennessee and taking a step and a risk and coming here to teach us.
Probably traveling to Saudi, but also the unique thing about my family is my whole family lives 10 minutes away from each other.
So whenever I was little on Christmas Eve, we had this tradition that me and my sister would go and set up our little play pop-up tent in my parents' room, and on Christmas Eve we would get to sleep there, and I remember it always being really fun.
So every Christmas we would do a live Christmas tree, right? And we would go pick it out before my brothers had moved off, gone to college, got married. My parents would be the only one who would pick out the trees, right? And the rest of us, we would play hide and go seek tag on the Christmas tree farm. And it was just always a happy time. And then my parents trying to find us and yell at us to get us in the van.
I would assume that it would probably be Hope because she's really good at singing.
So I know Kylie's told me about this coffee shop that she wants to open, and I think that one day it's gonna be bigger than Starbucks.
Probably Abby, just because she's really awesome all around.
It'd probably be Todd because he's just outgoing and very known by everybody.
Does it have to be a senior?
Nope, anybody from the youth group.
I guess I would just say Todd because he's just so great at everything, you know?
Oh my goodness. Probably Kyle, because he'd probably do something stupid and end up on the news. So, but I don't know if it would be a good famous or a bad famous, but it would definitely be something ridiculous.
This is a tough question. I guess I could say Kyle maybe going to basketball, I guess, because he really likes it.
Probably me, because Luke's like 11 and can't really do anything bad.
That would be me because I'm the troublemaker in the family. My sister is very quiet and doesn't do much.
Talking about.
Definitely me.
Really?
My brother's too quiet to get in any trouble.
They would definitely think that they're talking about Kendra because I would never do anything wrong.
It's a tough one. Me and Matthew both get in trouble a lot, so I mean, kind of just depends on like what kind of trouble I got into.
Cole.
Probably just a thank you for being so welcoming since I came so late to the youth group. It's been a really good, I think, year and a half.
I probably just want to thank everybody for like coming to senior night and everyone who's been to like church and come to youth group and went on trips with us, and it's been fun.
I would tell the church that if there's ever a time where they feel too busy to make time for God or church or anything, then I recommend that they try their best to make time, because if they make time for that, then it'll make everything else that they have going on a lot easier.
Well, Cinco is my home. I moved here when I was 3 months old, and I don't remember anything else but Cinco. Cinco is where I've grown up, and I just want to say thank you to all of the members who have been a part in helping raising me and just being there and for my family.